of Africa. If this is your first time on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where I'll separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about a very important topic, which is why we should speak ill of the dead. I know that there is this saying that we should not speak ill of the dead, and I don't understand why this is so. And I want to explain the misconception behind this phrase, speaking ill of the dead. I want to talk about the misconception and why I think that we can be able to say things about dead people. Okay, why people say we should not speak ill, what it really means, and why are also some graves chained in the cemetery. If you have been to a cemetery before, you would have noticed that you will see some certain graves that are chains, others are just free and open. So I want to talk about this today. But before then, by all means, please let's do our customary libation. So please get your whiskey, your cognac, your vodka, your bourbon, your moonshine, your brukutu, your akpeteshi, your ogos ugofi, and jedi, monkey tea. Anything that you are using to chill out, please bring it out. Let's run some names and let's just remember some great people. If nothing else, let's just wet our mouths this morning. It is all part of the process of the study and practice of African spirituality. Where there is fellowship, there is love. Where there is love, there is understanding. Where there is understanding, there is unity. Where there is unity, there is progress. Okay? Where there is progress, there is transcendental evolution. So let's just do this, if nothing else, and just connect our spirits, our hearts, our mind, our soul. And if nothing else, we just chill out. So first of all, I'll be calling upon Eshu, the great and powerful Baba Legba, aka Baba Roski, aka Elegbara, the most powerful deity in the world, in the principle of duality, the one that stands at the crossroad. I give you this ring today. I thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being there for us. And I ask that you come into this channel today to guide us, to unite us, and to give us the ability to always make the right and best decisions in every sphere that we find ourselves. It's I call upon Oshun, mother of love, mother of divinity, productivity, procreation, life, wealth, creativity. I ask for your guidance upon this channel. Help us to do the impossible. Help us to unite, spread your light of love upon us, and always bless the fruit of our hands to empower us to be fruitful in any endeavor that we find ourselves to be more positive, to bring inspiration to us. It's, I call upon Tehuti, Jehuti. I ask for wisdom, understanding, understanding, grandstanding, overstanding, or for everything that we learn and do upon this channel. Give us the academic excellent spirits, the spirit of excellence. Let us be the head and never the tail. Give us the ability and capacity to be able to do what needs to be done. It's I call upon Apu Anubis, the one that stands at the hall of the double truth. I ask that you give us the ability to manage our time efficiently and effectively in order to maximize our output and make a very positive impact upon this planet. It's I call upon segment. I ask for your spirit of financial engineering, financial literacy. Give us the gift to manage our economics efficiently and effectively, and in order for it to empower us, it's I call upon Kunsu, the ancient African Kemetic spirit of truth. I ask that you give us your rod of truth. Let your light of truth continue to guide us. Guide us in the day, guide us in the night, guide us all through our life. I call upon the deity of truth to be upon this channel, the great oracle of understanding, the Omimi. Let it be upon this channel, the Omentu. Let your power be upon us this day. I call upon great spirits of various tribal deities or spirits of Orumila, Ubatala, Shango, Madioha, Ekwensu, Ofuri, Ohure, Ejurie, Egbesu. Great spirits of African consciousness. I call upon Ologboshere, the Black Panther, the great spirit of the undying, undefeatable, intermutable recess of the African consciousness. I ask that your spirit continue to inspire, activate, and motivate us for greater things in life. I call upon great ancestors that are worthy of evolution, people like Dr. John Eric Clark, Dr. Ben Joseph Ackerman, Sheikh Anta Diop, Inoko Rashidi, Ivan Setima, Sister Francis, Aret Tubeman, Julius Nyerere, Kwame Nkrumah, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Muhammad Ali, Michael Jackson, Fela Anikulapo Kuti, Lucky Dube, General Rawlings, and great people that are worthy of emulation. Many of them I could not call their names. I also give drink to the unclaimed dead, people that died fighting for the freedom, emancipation, empowerment of Africa. People that died that nobody remembered them, people that died in the Arab slave trade, in the transatlantic slave trade, people that died in Congo, genocide, in Zimbabwe, in Malawi, Angola, South Africa, Kenya, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, and all the other places that evil things have happened and there have been no restitution, there have been no justice. I ask that the spirits of these dead do not rest in peace, but rest in power, and accept this libation and continue to cry out for justice, because if there is no justice, there will be no peace. So I ask for justice. I ask the blood of the ancestors to speak for us, blood of the innocent speak for us, blood of the unclaimed dead speak for us, blood of our bloodline speak for us, continue to speak and protect us from evil, protect us from mental slavery, from economic bondage, protect us from the enemies that we don't see, protect us from internal and external enemies. I give them this libation this day to empower them. I say this prayer in the mighty name of Amera, in the mighty name of Olodumare, in the mighty name of Ologboshere, in the mighty name of Ogene, and all our ancestors and deities that stand for truth, justice, and harmonious balance. Is Siagwari. It is done. So I thank you very much today for joining me in this exciting and powerful lecture. So what I want to say today is this phrase, do not speak ill of the dead. What is the misconception of this phrase, and why do people say this? Many times when somebody dies and people are trying to say one or two things about their life that is not so palatable to the ears of some people, the next thing you will hear, somebody will just be shouting and screaming, don't speak ill of the dead, don't speak ill of the dead. It is not good. It's a bad thing. You should let the dead to rest. Why is this so? I have experienced this a lot of times, especially in Nigeria. There's this mentality, especially by Christians, these stupid, ignorant Christians and wicked people. They believe that if somebody dies, that whether they live a good life or live a bad life, the fact that they have died, meaning that it has ended with them, and we should not say anything bad about any dead person, just simply because they died, and we should just forget about them and live on with whatever consequences of their life and actions. Is this really a good thing? This topic was necessitated by an instance of some days ago, and a very big person died in Nigeria. This was a man, was a rich man, Some people call him an industrialist or investor, but I see him as a pure capitalist, which most rich people are today. Pure capitalists. What is the definition of a capitalist? A capitalist is a person that simply capitalizes on opportunity, takes advantage, every little advantage of any opportunity they have to grow their business, to grow their wealth, to grow their influence. When I review the life of this man, this is a man that is adept at taking advantage of the weaknesses of people, squeezing people, oppressing people, buying people's properties for peanuts. This is a person that is very skilled at the process of acquiring properties beyond their market value, less than their market value, by taking advantage of the people, squeezing them, hitting below the bets. You know that somebody does not have money, somebody is in debt, somebody is dying, somebody needs help, then you're going to swing like a hawk and offer to buy their properties for next to nothing, because you know that they are very desperate and they need the cash. This is somebody that is very, very skilled at doing this sort of thing. Okay? In the area of business, I will say this is a very good thing. The essence of business today is to prey on the weak. If you look at capitalism all over the world, it is the powerful oppressing the weak, taking any little resources they can take from the weak. You can see this today in our jobs. See companies like Amazon, Google, especially Amazon, McDonald's. Look at every day you will see their workers always picketing or always protesting. These are companies that make billions in profits yearly, but they have refused to pay their workers a minimum wage or livable wage. They pay workers peanuts. They pay you slave wages, but they're making billions. When you check out the CEO salaries, they're making hundreds of millions, but the people working for you, you are paying them next to nothing. This is pure capitalism. This is the way capitalism works. And this is why it is not good. It is unsustainable. It destroys lives. It enslaves people. Now, many billionaires have made money based on this principle of enslaving people and paying people slave wages. We see this all over the world. Everywhere they practice capitalism, we see this. In Africa, it is the worst. So this system is not a just system. It is not a fair system. It is a criminal system. It is an evil system. And if we want to really live a better life and actually think of caring for our people, we need to find a better sustainable system that is a way more better than capitalism. We need to find a sort of eco-friendly system, a system that actually cares about the people, not about how to squeeze the people. Okay? Nowadays works, you don't even have health insurance. There's no life insurance. You have to come to work every day being treated like a casual staff, which is slavery. If you are sick for 2 days, they fire you. If you don't come to work for 1 day, they minus from your salary. If you come late to work, they cut from your salary. They work, they don't care about you. If anything happens to you in the morning, afternoon, you have been replaced. This is capitalism for you. This is not a good system. People make billions on this system. And they think they are doing the right thing because they play the game well. But in reality, this is a robbery. This is evil. So I advise people, if you're doing any business, please try to take extra care for your staff. But a lot of people don't care for their staff. They see their staff as slaves. I used to work for the system. I have worked before. I have taught. I worked as a lecturer. I worked for a company. I've seen how this capitalism affects people before I choose to quit the system to work for myself. It is basically a slavery system. Now, this person was a pure 100% capitalist. Okay, he even went beyond capitalism to be destroying the life of people, oppressing people, buying disputed properties, and also. So this person have died now. Some people are saying we should not speak ill of the dead. Why should we not speak ill of the dead? This is what I have to say today. The main essence of people saying you should not speak ill of the dead is because sometimes people take things to the extreme. When somebody dies, some people runs their mouth, you say things that are not true about the person. Is what I mean by that. Do not say things that are not true about the dead person simply because the person dies. You know that it's not going to sue you, it's not coming back from grave. So people tend to say all sort of bad things because they know the person they are talking about is dead. This is slander, this is liberious. That is why they say you should not speak ill of the dead. Okay? This is the simple reason. It does not mean that if anybody dies, if the person was a bad person, you should not be able to say they are a bad person or they were a bad person in their lifetime. If you know that the person was a bad person during his lifetime, then you are not speaking ill of them if you are saying the truth. You are actually saying the truth about that person. And you have evidence to prove that during the life of this person, he did so and so which are not good. So in that case, you are not speaking ill of that person. You are actually describing who that person was. Okay? So in the case of this wealthy so-called industrialist that died, he did a lot of shameful things. One of which was that there was one time in his hotel, he stripped 4 of his staff naked simply because they received tip from a customer. Your staff, you don't even pay them up to minimum wage. You're enslaving your staff. The salary you pay them, they cannot use it to take care of themselves. Now a customer comes to the hotel, dash the staff money, and the staff were happy. You heard about it. You come down to the hotel, you ask the staff to give you that money that they were giving to them, that tip. Not only that, you strip them naked. Women, one of whom is even a married woman. 3 women, you strip them naked to their pants, open their breasts, strip everybody naked, then you video it on your phone and you post it on the internet and you were calling them thieves. This is what somebody did. Is this a good thing? You did this. You cannot pay somebody gives money to your staff and you take the money and you strip them naked, you order them, you humiliated them. This is a very bad thing. This is the character of this man, to show you how wicked this person is. Somebody is working for you. You don't even want them to be happy. There are many, I have worked in this kind of situation before where I was working for somebody, but the person don't even want me to be happy, don't even want me to progress. We have a lot of this kind of wicked people in the world today. This man did this. He was even taken to court and he was fined for stripping his staff naked. It was open case. Everybody knew about the case. Now this person died. So people are saying that we should not say the bad things he did in life. That we should not speak ill of the dead. Is somebody like me saying this thing, speaking ill? How is this ill when I'm describing or saying what this person did in his lifetime? Of course, we are going to be remembered. When you're living your life now, you should think about how you want to be remembered. Now, this man, he came to this life. Some people will say he was an industrialist that invested in the country. They were trying to say some good things as against other rich people that invest outside the country. Yes, you invest in the country. You build a few shopping malls. How were you treating your tenants? Your rent is very expensive. You were very mean to people. You're giving the impression that you are sort of an emperor. People that were working for you, they are not paid good salary. They are suffering. You're going to remember for all the things you do. This is how life is. Even me today, when I die tomorrow, I am going to remember for all these things I said on YouTube. This is how it is. So you need to know how people will remember you. So me saying things about you or you saying things about me, as far as you are describing me properly, I don't care. My spirit will only get angry if you are saying things against me that I did not do. If you go to say things against me that it's not true, my spirit will surely get angry and I will come back to come and slap you. Okay? But if you say things that are true, I don't mind. I don't give a fuck. I did them. Now, this guy did all these things. I was going on Facebook, or I've seen how some people were trying to defend him. Others were saying, trying to put fear that you don't speak ill of. He did all these things. I have speak ill of the dead many times. Okay? Nobody has slapped me. Jesus Christ is a criminal. He is a scallywag. His father is also a scallywag, a pervert, and a terrorist. I say this all the time on this channel. Any tongue that does strike me. Muhammad is a pedophile. Look at his Quran. He's a pedophile. I speak ill of the dead. These are things that they did. Christopher Columbus was a liar and a crook and a bandit. He never discovered America. Check his history. America was already in existence before Christopher Columbus got there. Okay? Mungo Park never discovered River Niger. He was a liar. Okay? We should say these things. If somebody did a good thing in his lifetime, we should say it. If he did bad things, we should not hide it. Now, what most of these Christian people are trying to do, when a Christian commits a crime or was a criminal, a bad person, when they die, they will want to hide the crime. But the effect of the crime is still affecting people that are alive today. Look at the Caucasian race, the Arab race, with the Arab slave trade and especially transatlantic slave trade, how they came to loot Africa, enslave Africa. No white person living today is directly responsible for the enslavement of Africa. But every white people living today are beneficiaries of the enslavement of Africa. And all the black people living today, and many of them are did not directly experience the slavery. But every black people is suffering due to that enslavement, and every black person bears the scar. So, should we not speak the truth about these ancestors of these white enslavers simply because they have died? It is not so. We must keep talking about the evils that they do, because the effect and the actions of these people is still affecting us today. Or one of which is racism, discrimination, oppression, disempowerment, disenfranchisement. Even currently till now, black people are still enslaved in America. In the Arab world, black people are still enslaved. The culture of slavery is still going on. Are we not going to speak about this? Because people like Winston Churchill, they have died. People like the Vasco da Gama, they have died. People like Mungo Park, they have died. Even the Queen of England that shamelessly wears stolen diamonds on her heads. Queen of England that died last year. Queen Elizabeth that is wearing stolen diamonds. Is she not a thief? Should we not call her a thief because she have died? Did she return the diamonds? He gave it to her children. We should speak ill of the dead if they commit a crime. The crime is still ongoing. You call yourself a king that wears stolen properties. Now your own, the diamond now your own. Is there a single gold mine in UK? You stole diamond from South Africa, you stole diamond from India, you put it on your head. You call yourself a queen. You are not a queen, you are a kleptomania. Okay? You are a thief. You should be ashamed of yourself. We say all these things. Some people don't want to say all these things. They want to silence us, saying, don't speak ill of the dead. Like the dead have one power that if I say the truth, they will come and slap me. Nobody is slapping anybody. I have my own ancestors. You cannot, I'm even looking for Jesus Christ to arrest him. Because of the crimes that they have committed against my people. For turning my people to zombie. For putting my people in slavery, for supervising slavery. You telling me that I should not speak ill of the dead? No, we should talk. Oh. If the person does good things, we should say it. If they also did bad things, we should say it. In that case, you are not speaking ill, you are simply recanting history. It happened. King Leopold of Belgium, that killed over 15 million Congolese during the colonization of Africa, he has died now. Till today, Belgium have not apologized or paid restitution. There's somebody will say I should not speak ill of the dead, an evil man that did genocide that is even worse than Adolf Hitler. Till tomorrow, the Jews still talk about Adolf Hitler killing them, 6 million of them. What about the genocide, all the millions of countless genocide that happened in Africa? we should not talk about it? What is wrong with us? We should not speak ill of the dead. People that come to do evil, to kill people, to lie, cheat, and steal. Then when they die, we should wipe out all their evil record. I have seen this many times. There's one reason I hate going to burial ceremonies in Nigeria. Because when I look at the life of the person, I don't see myself going to sit down to honor somebody that lived a life of wickedness, a life of oppressing their own people, of causing pain in this world. After they have died, I will not go there to go and give them last respect. Doesn't make sense for me. Somebody that your life did not make any positive impact, then you died, then I will not dress up, spray perfume, come and sit down in your burial to be honoring you, when I know that your legacy is a legacy of crime, a legacy of pain and misery. No, I don't go to those kind of burials. I rather go to marriages. I go to marriages. I can go to child dedication, but me go to burial. It must be serious matter if I go on your burial. Okay, it go be serious matter. And then they go people burial. I prefer to go to marriages. But I see life there and I pray for life. I want to join the living. I don't want to join stupid dead. Okay? If somebody live a good life, we should be allowed to say it. If he live a bad life, we should also say it so that other people around will not copy that person. So that young children should not emulate such evil characters. But what you see nowadays, when a bad person dies, you go to their wakekeeping, they'll be saying, everything they'll be saying is lies. He was a good man, he did this, he did that, a loving father, they'll just be reading lies for you in the wakekeeping. And we know that this is not true. Why are they doing this? We should not speak ill of. No. They should be saying the things that they do so that people will not copy them. This is my take on this issue. Even governments know the same thing. If you are going to cemeteries from time to time, you will see that some graves are shamed. Why are these graves shamed? These graves usually are graves of people that were serving time in the prison. Some of them were given life sentences. Some of them are given multiple life sentences for committing various heinous crimes. So quite naturally, they're going to die in prison. These are people that the states, the country have refused to forgive because they did a lot of bad things. When these people die, they are being taken to, when they are buried, their graves are usually shamed by the government. So that when you see this shamed grave, you will know that this person is a convict. And his spirit is still serving time. And we continue to serve time. Okay, that is how you know the grave of convicted criminals. Anybody that is serving time, especially in Nigeria, in some countries, I believe they do it in America too. When they die in prison and they are buried in the cemetery, the government also makes sure that the graves are chained and handcuffed. They will chain them. So when you see them, everybody knows that that person in that grave is a criminal. We should not go near that grave. He is still serving time, even in death. He is not forgiven. Yes, we should say this so that people will know that you, even if you die as a criminal, you still cannot escape your crime. Your grave, you will still be punished in the afterlife. So your grave will be shamed. Everybody will know that you are an ex-convict, you are a convict. That's why they shame your grave. You are not allowed to roam freely. In Africa, in the olden days, this kind of people, we don't bury them in the community. We bury them in the evil forest, of course. Somebody commits abomination, commit crime, they don't bury you. You are not allowed to be buried in community. We bury you in the evil forest. They still do it till today. In some parts of Nigeria, they still bury people in the evil forest. I have talked about it extensively, the use of the evil forest. It is for this kind of evil people. But nowadays, influence of Western society, they don't have any evil forest, so they bury the convicts in the same cemetery with the good people, but they make sure that they share your grave. So people will know that you are a convict. When other spirits see you, they will know that you are a prisoner, and they will treat you as such. This is the essence of grave being shamed. So we should speak ill of the dead. If the person is a bad person, and you know that the person is really a bad person, you are not speaking ill. You are simply describing them. They committed those crimes. Okay? This is the way I say it. It's common sense thing. If I die tomorrow, if I did any crime, say it. But if I did not do the crime and you say it, I will surely rise up and slap you. I'm not going to waste time to slap you. Okay? But if I do the thing, I agree. If somebody do the thing, you know you have evidence, say it so that other people will know. Don't hide their crimes. You hiding the crime, you are also a facilitator and a participant of that crime. Okay? So this is the way I see the thing. Oh. This is my own 2 cents and 2 naira concerning this issue of speaking ill. I speak ill all the time. All the people that commit crimes in history, we should say the crime. No tongue that does strike me, no spirit does slap me. If any spirit is called try, I go slap her back. You commit crime, they talk and you won't come, I go slap you back. Okay, I get spirits too. I get hands. I need the fear spirits. Me myself, I be spirits. Okay, person commit crime, they say make we not talk him. Say because he don't, who you want threaten? You decide the small picking. Now me go first slap you. I am still looking for Jesus to arrest enough for all the crimes he committed in Africa. If you know where the guy they hide put, tell me. I'm looking for Jesus to arrest him and to give him some dirty slap. Okay? I need to hide my own. Okay? As he be, that's what we do him. That's what we talk him. So, this is my own take on speaking ill of the dead. Oh. Anybody that commits crime must face the warrant of that crime. Many times people will come to life, they will do a lot of evil things, that they will die. You go to church, they'll be reading that he's a good man. A child molester will die. They will not even write it in his epitaph that he was a child molester. They will hide your crime. They will cover your crimes, that you don't speak ill of the dead. No, we must speak ill of the dead. Person will come, we steal everybody's money, you criminal, corrupt politician, impoverish people. He will die. They will write lies that he was a good man. He was a father, he was a industrialist, he was a governor. What did he do as a governor? As a governor, he was a thief. He was nothing, did nothing for his community. I know many people in Nigeria. If I start to mention names now, you would think that I have personal acrimony with them. People that committed crimes, they became president, governors, they did nothing for their local government, nothing for their states. Tomorrow, when that person die, they'll come, they say we should not speak ill of the dead. Somebody like Oduaga that ruled Delta State for 8 years that did nothing. That one go die tomorrow. They go write one big full-scale paper of lies, saying a good man. No, we should make with the talk. Somebody like Ibori that stole Delta State blinds, he go die tomorrow. They go write one big full thing, say he was a good man. No, we need to write about all the stealings that they do so that other young children should not be copying all these things. We should speak ill of the dead. Anybody will commit crime, they will talk him. If I commit two, talk my own. I will not get angry. We should not hide anybody's crime. Okay? Somebody like Buhari, we should talk his own. Okay? Things they happen. Look at Obama. Obama will be remembered as the American president that invaded Libya and destroyed Libya. Obama, Hillary Clinton, they will remember as that. This is the crime that they did, and we should say it. Okay? Somebody did something bad, we should remember it. Not hide it, saying they do not speak. Who told you they don't speak ill of the dead? Somebody is trying to hide other people's crime. We should not hide anybody's crime. You did it. They said the trouble you brew today, you will surely drink it tomorrow. You did it. We know you did it. So why are you trying to hide it? Anybody that is trying to hide the crime is also a co-conspirator. Okay? Silence is consent. This is the way I see it. So based on that, I believe we should always speak ill of the dead. Okay? I have said my own. You can also talk your own. So this is what I have to say today. Questions or comments are welcome. Like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell close to the subscribe button, so you'll be the first to get my videos as soon as I release them. And of course, if you have not gotten my book on quantum physics, this is a very powerful book. This book is a material that will actually expose your mind and connects you to the inner workings of African spirituality. This book is a gateway into the past, present, and future. It tells you the origin of quantum physics from Africa with a lot of scientific evidence. I covered a lot of powerful topics. I talked about the Gargood God Almighty Grand Unified Theory. I talk about time and space travel. I talk about quantum mechanics. I talk about the wormhole, the black hole. I talk about the evil forest. I talk about the generation of negative space and positive space. I covered a lot of powerful topics here. If you want to know the importance of African spirituality, you want to know the future of African spirituality, this is the manual that you need. This is that missing link. This is the first book written on quantum physics in the history of Nigeria. Okay, you need to know this book, know what is here. Okay, there's a lot of evidence that will help you. This is not hocus pocus. This is real science facts that you have in here. It's just $50. It's not expensive. Ignorance is much more expensive. If you want to know how to do spells, walking in the shadow of the gods have over 200 spells here. There are spells for health, for love, prosperity, and empowerment, all aspects of your life. Okay, this book is for everybody. Even if you are a medical doctor, you are a pharmacist, you are even a Christian, you will still need this book. Okay, there's remedies, over 200 remedies are here. This book will empower you in no small way. It's something that you need. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war. Know your way, not because. So get this book today. If you are a plantologist, you're into aromatherapy, you're into herbs, any kind of herbs. There are some people that are saying that we should not use herbs for healing. Anybody that is saying that you should not use herbs for healing, that person is an evil person. Okay, herbs is what God has prepared, natural medicine from nature. A lot of herbs are here, a lot of remedies are here, their botanical names are here. This book will help you in no small way. It will empower you, it will enlighten you, it will improve you. Okay, it's just $100. Both of them I sell for $200. So please contact me. Then if you want to learn African spirituality, I also teach it. This is the reason why I am here. I am not here to play with you. I'm not here because other people are opening YouTube channel. I am here to teach. I'm not here to get followers. If I am here to get followers, I will not be blasting people. I will not be insulting Christianity and Islam. I will not be making people feel good. I don't want everybody to come here. Only serious people. So I have to screen some people out with the kind of things I say. If I want followers, I'll be loving everybody. So I'm not here to get views, though. I'm not interested, though. Now, people we won't learn. Those are the people I'm here for. Serious people, people that are ready to cross the veil. So if you're having a myopic mentality, or you have a dabbler, one leg here and one leg there, or you're looking for spirituality to make you feel good, this is not the place. The things I'm going to say here is not going to make you feel good. They're going to burn you to your soul. They will make you change. Okay, the things I talk about here are bitter pills to swallow. Okay, so it's not for everybody, and I don't mind. I don't also care. Okay, it's for serious people. Only people that can withstand the fire of truth. Only those people shall be purified, and only those people shall stand the test of time. Okay, so if you really want to learn authentic, original African spirituality, you want to see African spirituality in action, this is the place that you need to be. So contact me. My number is under this channel. You reach out to me, I will reach out to you, and we'll meet in the crossroad. And if you want to buy your spiritual items, your herbs, spiritual oils, soap, meditation beads, I have lots of them. I sell them. Contact me before you go somewhere else. Okay, then you want to do your spell work, your X's, sparks, oracle, tarot readings, I do all those things as well. Apart from that, I thank you very much. And those people that have been supporting the channel, I'm very, very delighted, very, very grateful. And of course, I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.